So today is a special treat. Today I'm back in Tennessee. I am in Chattanooga. And today we are having a YouTuber meetup. There's a lot of good YouTubers here. Today, we're at the famous Hales Bar Dam. This was a hydroelectric plant that never finished completion and is now abandoned, and it is haunted. This really is a creepy building. Yes, it is. Man, it's very creepy. The Hales Bar Dam is said to be the most haunted dam in the country. It was under construction between 1905 and 1913. This was going to be the nation's first hydroelectric dam. According to legend, though, a Native American war chief cursed all of the land around here. Nothing would prosper. The land would be dark and bloody to any who attempted to live or set up shop here. After all this land was cursed, they started building the dam, and within a month of the construction starting, they started experiencing problems with their machinery and stuff going on, and it didn't take long before everything fell apart and they had to abandon the whole thing. Everyone is flying their drones right now. Kind of makes me miss mine and wish that I had mine still. Alright, we're gonna head into the tunnel that takes us into the building. You guys know Michael from NTL.
Oh, what's up, guys?
You guys gotta check these things out. Exactly. You can see the lines that run across here, and that's where the giant turbines used to sit down in those holes, and they would spin, creating the electricity. And now the turbines are not there, but it still is churning. And I'll tell you the history of the Whirlpool. The Whirlpool was actually said to have been here prior to the dam being built. When this was all Native American land, the Native Americans who cursed this land, those whirlpools were right there in the same spot, and the Native Americans worshipped them. They actually thought that they could see the souls of their dead go into the whirlpool, and they still say if you get close enough to it, your soul will be sucked into it. It's a pretty interesting story. So I'm guessing there's about 12 or 13 people here from YouTube. You guys know who this is, right?
Hey! Last time.
It's the Carpetbagger.
Here with Bama Mike.
So there was a woman who actually died in this room, and her spirit is trapped in here. So people, when they come to visit, they bring her gifts and they leave them here for her. You can see the scratch marks here on the wall. It's the control panels. That's really cool. All the buttons have been removed. Look at this, really cool. You can tell it's just rain coming in. That's awesome. It's pretty freaky. So is this.
Well, that's a little odd. That's what you did before. So we stopped it.
It was doing this before.
It was going the other way?
Yep.
All right, stop it completely and see what it does. There it goes. I'm gonna figure out what it doesn't. I don't hear any mechanical noises. It's very quiet.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It says there's no power running to anything in this building.
Oh yeah, the power box is right there, empty.
That sounds empty.
Yeah,
That's weird.
It's not turning.
That's an old blower fan.
There's no water in here.
Do you know what my name is?
Mike?
Yeah.
Is that your name? Said
Yeah.
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 Really?
Yes, really. I just walked into a room that I hadn't seen yet. This place looks creepy. I came back up to the upper floor. Remember earlier, this wheel was spinning. It's dead stopped now. The absolute weirdest thing just happened. We were downstairs and somebody had this machine that sounded like radio static. And we were downstairs and I just happened to walk up to them. They were sitting there, and as I walk up, they said, there's toys scattered out on the floor, a few toys that people's brought. And as we're standing there, somebody says, "What's your favorite toy?" And all of a sudden, the machine that was making static noise stops making static, and it says turtle. Sure enough, there was a turtle there. The lady that was down there, obviously she's a turtle fan herself. She had on turtle earrings and a turtle necklace. While they were sitting there, her earring, they asked it again, which one was its favorite toy. And her earring fell off right then, hit the floor, and then on the machine it popped up and said turtle again. It was nuts. So I'm standing there watching the whole thing, trying to capture it on video, and they say, "What, do you know what his name is?" And plain as day, clear as can possibly be, the machine stops being static and says Mike. It was crazy. We have broken off from the pack, and we are actually in this building on our own right now. I'm in here all by myself. Here, and I know it's not the right colors, but I first saw it sitting here and I thought this was the SS Minnow. Look at that old radar in there. That thing right there is old school. We're up on the SS Minnow. There's not a whole lot to it anymore. It's seen better days, that's for sure. You guys have heard of the world's craziest trucking pickle, hadn't you?
How's it going, everybody?
He's got a pretty cool channel. Here's the tiki bar hot tub. I guess these spirits that live here can come in and relax themselves in a nice warm jacuzzi. Jacob's flying his Mavic inside the building. Woo, cutting it close.
Yeah, Jacob. Old Navy mom. We got
Sport with Jay.
Sport with Jay.
Donnie the Traveler.
Donnie the Traveler.
Dad's Entertainment.
There we go, guys.
We're heading deep into the dam. We got Tim from Breaking the Shell right there.
Hell yeah, guys.
John from Exploration Unknown. We're heading into the dam. Check out these old control panels here. These things are cool. Oh yeah.
You can see the fish down there.
Yeah. This control tower that we're at here, this was featured on an episode of Ghost Adventures. Now this control box controlled the turbines that were down here, and they had all their switches. They probably had a control panel up against the wall, and they had all their switches in here. This controlled the turbines. But at Ghost Adventures, the bald-headed guy was up here and actually had a lot of paranormal activity while he was in here. You can see here there's new life being formed in the lockers. Something else that's kind of interesting about all this is that area under there is actually another level. That's the first floor of the dam. But because the dam is abandoned, falling apart, it's in disarray. It has flooded and there is no access. You can go down several sets of stairs, but they just lead you to water. That's really cool. It says synchronoscope, slow and fast. That's what we're following Jacob up the stairs. Check out these old electrical boxes. These things had on and off switches, so they worked something. Maybe maybe locks or something on the dam. I don't know. This is their number, GR1 through GR8. We're back up at the wheel now. And lo and behold, it has started spinning again. Oh, it just stopped and went the opposite direction again. You can see out here in the middle of the water, you can see these semi-trailers. Those were blown out there during a tornado. Look at this really cool old door. That lead-based paint's coming off of it. It looks really cool. Whereas the Carpetbagger and John, all of them, they're all spending the night, and they're gonna set up some paranormal investigative equipment. I am not. I am going back to my family. I have had a great time with all of them. With the Carpetbagger, I spent a lot of time with Jacob the Carpetbagger. I spent a lot of time with John, a lot of time with Tim from Breaking the Shell, a lot of time with Pickle. All of them are great, excellent people. But I do need to get home to my wife and kids, or I need to get back to Gadsden, to the hotel, to the wife and kids. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. I wanna thank you all for watching. I wanna thank all my patrons, my PayPal buddies, anybody who's ever sent me a letter. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you again tomorrow.
Honey, honey, honey.